Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. All right, this is kind of a part two because yesterday I did a video with just Vanilla Romance as my base. And then I did a tester nail, and this is what we're going to create one more of these on this hand today. And then we're going to do the different things, designs, I guess, different designs on the other fingers. So basically we're finishing my Pride Mani. This is our Pride weekend um, for us here in the Twin Cities. So we're going to be going to the Pride Festival. We usually skip the parade, but we do the festival part. Parade isn't my. I know Tia likes to go, but Coy and I get a little bored, I guess. So, all right. So I did a test yesterday. I didn't think about all of these sticking to each other. So we are going to continue on in that same vein to get these ones done. And then, I don't know what happened to that. So maybe we'll toss that one. We'll see. Well, maybe I can get enough out of it. All right, I'm going to do this here. All right, let's see. How low did I go? All right, we'll try to match. I don't know if it'll be exactly. And it really doesn't have to be. So this Starburst, Icona Starburst, is that what you call that look? So it's like, I think it looks like a heart shooting rainbows out of it. So that's what we're going for on this finger. We're going to get that art done first. I think that'll take me the longest. I know it'll take me the longest. And then, oh my goodness. There. All right. Okay, let's make sure I am in the middle enough. Oops, that didn't stick. I'm gonna have to use my hand probably. I thought I stuck it down. Okay, sorry, hold on. I want it stuck like that. There. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. And hold on, I want this to be straight. And I'm gonna cut it with that. All right, the red, the orange. I'm gonna come this way to do. Let's see here. Orange. See if it makes a difference if I trim off a little. Sometimes it's hard to trim. All right, let's try trimming this way. Yeah, maybe I should cut a new piece. I'm gonna cut a little bit different piece instead. Okay, that's better, I think. All right, I keep running through my head red, orange, yellow. So I get the right. Let me see here. How do I lay this down? I'm gonna use my thumb, I guess. To line it up right there. Bring it down there. Ugh, that works. All right. So yesterday when I tested this, I just had the sunburst, whatever I'm calling it. And then after I went off camera, I turned it off. I decided to add the heart, so I hopped back on and I added the heart at the base, and that covered up like where all the sets come together, and it worked out really well. So I was really happy with how that turned out. So we are doing that today as well. And I saved the little heart, and then I think we're going to use the rainbow parts of this set to do some of these nails. And then I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to use do the other nails, because I want to do glitter, rainbow. I don't want to necessarily do starbursts on all of them, so I might just do some stripes or something. That's kind of what I had in mind, like diagonal stripes or something. All right, red, orange, yellow, green. My air conditioning is running and it's like freezing my feet. I should put socks on. It's like running right under my desk. Okay. I was just trying to straighten that edge up. So here, I'm gonna hold that. I kind of wobbled, so it's not straight. Does it matter? I don't think so. Maybe it does matter. Hold on. Let's use... Alright, let's make this one a little bit more narrow. And we will use this piece. If I can cut straight. Hold on. Okay, let's see if that... Oh yeah, that's okay. It's more like more straight, I think. Oh, you know what I did yesterday? I came up from did both sides. That's okay. We're just gonna go in order. I ripped the end and it kind of mushed it together a little bit. It's making it harder to get off the paper. I didn't cut it clean and I think it's kind of fuzzy. I'm not grabbing the right part. Okay, there. Red, orange, yellow, green needs to be pretty much right there. There, let's start it there. Oops. Green. Okay, blue. All right, sorry, I'm not very good at discussing anything when I'm doing art. I'm like too focused. But I am excited to go to Pride. The weather this weekend is going to be very hot though, so not our favorite type of weather, but it's usually, sometimes it's really hot for Pride, but the last few years I feel like it hasn't been that bad. And actually, so Saturday is supposed to be 88 and humid, and Sunday is supposed to be, but it's supposed to rain at night, and Sunday is supposed to be a little bit cooler. So our plan is to go Sunday morning and go during the parade in the morning. I'd actually like to get there before the parade. But go and not stay for the parade because we don't care to. Well, Tia would, but I'd rather like chill out at one of the stages and sit on a blanket and have food than sit in the hot sun at a parade. Because all the shady spots get filled up pretty early, and I don't know. It's just not that exciting for me. It's a long parade too. It goes from 11 to 2. It gets to be a long time. Okay. All right. I'm more with Koi and like I'd rather walk around at the festival. So both days the festival goes on, but Sunday is the only day that there's a parade. All right. Oh, and we bring Oliver. He's like a big hit. People love the corgis. So that's always fun. And then I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna throw that one. And then I'm hoping Saturday morning, no, Sunday morning is cooler too because he gets very hot. So, but it's very pet friendly. There's lots of dogs and there's lots of places for doggies to like drink. And there's vendors that have like there's a whole like dog area. So all the vendors in that area are dog booths. All right. I am going to, I did push that down. I'm going to move it anyway. Let's see if it lets me. I want it, you know what, since I cover up, oopsie, I folded it. That isn't exactly what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can save part of this because I don't want it as I don't want it as thin as I have it anyway. So I just need to cut the little curl part off. See if I can lay it down. There. I just wanted a little bit more substance for that stripe, if that makes sense. Now it makes the red one look so thin. That's okay. All right. We're just gonna, we're committing to that. Okay, so let's get that trimmed off. All right. So if you haven't ever been to Pride, it's just a very happy, friendly environment. You see all sorts of things. So people wear and just being expressive and all sorts of looks and outfits, costumes. All right, we're gonna cut this heart out. Oh, you know what? I should have just sealed that right away. Hold on. I should take this off. I haven't decided which nails I'm doing what on the rest of these. So I'm gonna cut this and do this. Hold on, turn this, because I know I want to use some of these. Uh-oh, sorry, hold on, I gotta mush that back. Okay. All right, let's cut the little heart out. So Pride has a bunch of vendors. So there's lots of their LGBTQ small businesses. There's always arts and crafts. There's always clothing. a little bit of everything. We usually, like I said, there's usually dog vendors, and we need to get Oliver a new bow tie, because he used to have a rainbow bow tie and it got broke, or it, like, our neighbor dog basically ripped it off of Oliver when they were playing. What else? There's food vendors. There's at least 3 stages of performers. So it's lots of fun. All right. We just walk around and shop and eat and all those things. I usually bring, so after this is it's my 4th year, maybe. The first year, Tia and I went by ourselves, and we had no idea what to expect. And every year I've learned stuff differently. I stopped driving down there, and I have Joe just drop us off and pick us up, because parking down there is insane. So we stopped doing that. Okay, this has gunk stuck to it, so hold on. Okay. So, all right, let me try this. This heart is cut out much better than the other one was. So I'm happy about that. Oops. Stuck to my thumb. There. All right. It's like too far. Hold on, I need to just hold it by the very edge. So some of the stickerness. Don't do that. You're crooked. Okay, hold on. Let's just try to... close enough. Alright, doesn't have to be perfect. Close enough. There we have shooting hearts shooting rainbows. Okay. So once I put the top coat, it feels nice and smooth. So that will be those fingers. Okay. I want to do... Let's see here. Actually, I shouldn't have closed this up. I should figure out what strips I have and what sizes and what hurts, because I have these 2 hearts. Oh, I have these 2 big hearts too. I kind of want to do a full nail, but this is almost too big. Am I going to lose the purple? Okay, so I could do... Okay, I could do French on this. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do French on those. Hold on. Can I do a half? So if okay, I think I'm gonna try to do a half. Trying to see if that's wide enough. It is barely wide enough. I think I'll try to go for it. One of these has plastic. This one does not. This one does. Because I did not think to take the plastic off yesterday. I might have to wait till I put it on. Okay, so let's try vertical rainbow. Hold on. Let's cut this straight first. It's kind of straight. This nail will be easier because it is not as bent as my other pinky. Which way do I want the rainbow to go? Do I want it to go this way? I missed the tip. Oh, shoot. The tip doesn't get covered. That's actually really close, though. I'm gonna have to just, like, file a teeny tiny bit off of that. Super close. It's not as close as I thought. It's just a tit short. I shouldn't have a problem with the other side, though, the other finger. Because that one bends and my nail is shorter. Okay. Okay, I like the look. It was a teeny bit short for this nail. So I'll trim off. I will just trim off a little bit of my nail. Unless I can patch it, which maybe I'll try to do. It's hard with the ombre, though. Oh, you know what? Look at. I have that tiny bit of purple. Oh, that's not going to be enough. Okay, so the outside of my nail on that side. So if I do this, right? That's the same? No. Oh, because the rainbow's going to go the other way. It really doesn't matter because I never show both hands at the same time for nail fees. This has plastic on it. And I can't separate it, so we'll just keep it on here. And hopefully it'll be easy to get off when I stick it to my nail. Okay, now let's see if I take the... Can I get the plastic off? Oh, come on. There. I heard it. Ah, there. Okay. Oh, it stuck to my finger. Oh, goodness. It stuck to my finger, so when I came back to put my strip down, it got stuck to the back of the strip. Ugh, are you kidding me? Jeez. Okay, is it stuck enough that I can get this? It stretched this. It's fine. What a mess, you guys. Come on. That is crazy. The static stuck it to my finger, so when I went to put the rest of that strip on, it grabbed the plastic, of course. Okay, well, that is what it is. It got stretched, but that's fine. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so rainbow, I'm gonna do, I still want to do another rainbow nail, like horizontal rainbow. So I also have to do the same thing. So let's and then I'll save the hearts, and then I'll decide if I want to do. Oh, I still have my thumbs. I might do just big hearts on the thumbs. Okay, so hold on. Plastic. Am I going to be able to do it though? Hold on. These are wider. Oh yeah, I'll cut it right where the heart ends, so I can cut that off. Definitely don't cut straight lines. Oh yeah, I'm doing it with that finger, not my thumb. Silly me. Alright, sorry, hold on. I have to smooth out my curvy nail. Not too bad. So it's a little short. I don't really get much purple. Oh, I should save that purple. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can actually get that purple. These little wrinkles I get in all my strips from my pinky. Alright, I'm just gonna cut off a little of this purple because I'm gonna go do this. Which nail here? Gonna put it this way. Okay, hold on. I need this back. Which side is the shiny side? Alright, let's see if I can actually get this off my finger, because now it's stuck to my finger. Okay, let's save that. Let's finish this. Alright, we lost the purple because my nail isn't as long as the... But that's okay. Oops. Alright, let me see here. Where is this? They just need to give us a full rainbow nail so we can have a full rainbow nail. Then it'd be much easier than trying to do this. My little, all my little wrinkles. Let's see if I can. All right. All right, I will clean that up because it gets gunky and thick underneath my curvy finger. Oh, okay. Smush, smush, smush. Let's get this one cut. And then I still have to make that little, I want to try to make a little, what's it called? Patch. I just need to figure out, it needs to go this way. That's why I wanted to set it on here so I could actually straighten this out. That might be really hard to get to stay. We'll try it. We're going to try patching it. and putting a top coat, and then we will see what happens. Okay, hold on. Okay. Did a little patch. Patch, patch, patch. There's a little line where I overlapped them, but I think that's okay. And we'll let the rest of this stay on here until it cures and I get top coat. I think that'll be fine. Okay, what was I just seeing a little? Okay, is that upside down? Where is that? All right, that's not coming up. Okay, let's cut the other one. We'll go really short to here. And then I need keep those face up so I know what I'm doing. And we have been doing red at the bottom. Okay. I can manage that on my pointer finger or index finger. Okay. Oh, wrong finger. That's funny. So this actually has 2 layers because I forgot I had, what's it called underneath it? Vanilla Romance. Mm. All right. All right, where's my squisher? I'm really gonna smush those down. I'm gonna fold those over. I like to use this to make the initial perf and kind of I feel like it's a finer point. And then it makes it kind of perfs, but it also makes like not a seam, crease. Is that the right word? All right, so then we're gonna try to clean that up. Hopefully fairly cleanly, not too rough. All right. I don't usually keep my nails this long, but I kept them long for this mani. And then next week, they will be getting trimmed. I can't wait. Hopefully they make it that long. I don't usually have, no, I don't know, I'm not even going to say it because I'll jinx myself. Not thinking anything. I don't know. I'm not even that superstitious, but I do feel like sometimes when you say stuff, it's always bound to happen. Maybe I believe in Murphy's Law or something. Oh, I rubbed that too short. Oh well. It's a little too rough with that edge. But top coat should help. It's a little rough right there. Right in the corner. That was my little, I was trying to file with the thing. What is that called? Orange stick. All right, I like those. So now I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna save. That one I'm gonna do heart. Well, so my options, I could do that way, or I could do. Okay, wait. What do I want to do? Do I want to do a single heart on here? The answer is yes. All right, I'm gonna save these two, and I'm gonna rainbow. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna put this all in here. We're gonna have, because I decided what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I need enough strips to make 2 stripes out of. I need a new blue, a new purple, a new green. Red's big enough, yellow's big enough. I'll use that. No, this is gross. I don't know what happened to that. And these two. These will all be for next year. No, wait. Yeah, we'll go big. Big heart on my... We'll do big hearts on the thumbs. And we're going to go glitter diagonal stripes, I think. Okay. That's a plan because that would not be that hard. I put everything away though to cut my stripes out because I like to use my straight edge. So we'll do that. I think we'll do the cutout first because that will be not that hard. The bigger these hearts get, the easier they are to cut out, which is nice. Those smaller ones are a lot harder. I'm trying to cut them so that I get to keep most of that red border. The red and not have, but I don't like having a lot of the beige showing. However, I am putting it on a beige base now because I'm just going to put it on over Vanilla Romance. I was thinking almond butter. Is that one of our sets even? I feel like I'm making that color up, but maybe not. But then I'm thinking it's a beige that we had. That's funny. I have no idea actually. Was it with the macarons? Those like neutral jellies? I think it was. All right. Anyway. I notice I stick my tongue out when I cut, when I'm concentrating and cutting things. All right, get the little heart cut out. We're gonna just put those on the thumbs. They're pretty big, so I'll probably just put them on the center of each thumb. Oh, it's funny. And then I still missed. Okay. Before I... Yeah, they're so big. They're going to take up my whole thumb. So we'll just center them. Do I like one better? I do. I like that one better. No, not that one. I do have to say, when I use stripes like this, I see the dark green from the underneath of my nail on the free edge, and I keep thinking I have something stuck on my nail. All right, we're gonna put it at the, oh, I guess we're just gonna put it right there. Oh, let's see here if I can get this to not fold over. That little edge, that little tiny, tiny edge folded over. There, pretty good. Yeah, it's not perfect, but close enough. Giant heart. All right, I have a lot going on here, but I find that appropriate. So, okay, let's see here. Ah, goodness. Okay, here. Now it's like the wrong. There, I can do it this way. Oftentimes, I feel like when I'm lining stuff up, you just have to like not overthink it, right? Okay, thumbs done. All I have are stripes, so we're gonna take all the plastic off so I don't forget because that is 100% a thing. Oh, and I'm waiting for this to heat up, and I'm sure it's very hot now. So I can seal these up and save these for another Pride because they're rainbow and they're all set. All right. But I have to straighten these out enough. Okay, so I need to keep these in order. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And we're gonna go from the top this time. Down, 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 down. Okay. Oh, I need to not cut on my actual mat here. Let's do this. All right, I need this quick sip water. All right, we're gonna take a quick pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm just making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I have such a hard time just letting my oldest be late for things like for work, and it drives me nuts. So Tia's working two jobs, so she works from 9 to 4 most days, except for Fridays. She has, hold on, how thick do I think I need to make these in order to get 6 across here? I have no idea. I feel like I should figure that out, shouldn't I? I feel like I should start in the middle. Oh, wait. These are the middle because... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, hold on. I'm going to start with the 2 middle stripes, though, so I have enough room. I'm going to cut one at a time because I run into not being able to see the thickness of the next one when I don't have an edge. Okay, so let me cut... Oh, this is sticking. We're just going to do a diagonal on this one, and I'm going to square that up real quick. T works 9 to 4, Monday through Thursday, and then like 9 to, sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 12, mostly so shorter, like a half day. And then she still works at her Target job a couple evenings a week as well. And today she's bummed because she has to work. She got off at 11, but then she has to work 3 to 10. So she has another 7-hour shift. Or a 7-hour shift, which is kind of long for her Target. Sometimes they're only 4. But, all right. It's all good. She's young. She must have stayed up really late last night, though, because she's tired and wanted a nap, which she doesn't normally do. She's not a big napper. All right. I didn't... Okay, where did my tweezers go? Okay, let's see here. Hold on. I think it'd be easier if I just held it. Yes, definitely. It needs to be like middle-ish, right? I want it more angled, I think, if I can still get it up here. Hold on. There. Is that long enough? We're not gonna. I was thinking I was gonna try to get 2 stripes from that one strip, and then I decided no. It would be easier to not try to save it. Okay, so bloop. Wait, red, orange, yellow. I want these close but not quite touching. All right, that is what I want. I think what we'll do, I think we're gonna build it the same way on both hands at the same time, because then I don't lose track. I feel like there was an end somewhere that didn't fall where it was supposed to. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay, so I can do green, and I'll do a similar width. Oops. Similar green, similar yellow. And then that'll be done with those 2 completely. Okay. And they're not perfect, but they're close enough. Oopsie. It's a little thicker. It's always a little thicker on one end. Do I want to go this way? Sure. I should, sorry. Let's flip this upside down. It's thinner on this end. Sure, we're just gonna do that. Close enough. And the yellow. So I've run into this before when I've done like rainbows by hand. If I start at the top, sometimes I run out of space for all the colors. So starting in the middle, as long as I remember the order, helps that. Oh, that's going to be that close. That's fine. That one's almost touching. Can I move it? A little bit. We'll do a little further apart there. Let's see if I can lift that up a little. Yeah, it's fine. Close enough. Okay. Smush, smush, smush. So, I don't know. That rainbow tip is one of my, I've just learned from past mistakes. And not that this will be perfect, because I didn't like measure anything or even eyeball that they're all gonna fit. I kind of messed up my index fingers. I could totally trim my nails though. I wouldn't hate it if I did. Let's do orange on top, and then we'll do on both sides. Then we'll do blue, orange, yellow. Yep. How many times can I say red, orange, yellow in my head? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I should keep my tweezers on my right. Oh my gosh, yesterday we did a Koi and I did a glass bead class. So Koi does jewelry and likes to make jewelry and uses glass beads. And I've been looking at like some summer camps and stuff for Koi to try, or I was, and then and they're super expensive, and there's nothing that Koi was like, I don't know if I want to do like a whole class, week class. And I definitely didn't want to pay for it if they weren't going to be interested in doing like 5 days or 4 days. A lot of them were. So I found a place that did glass. So I actually thought that they would be into like trying to do like metal work. But they were interested in the glass one when I found a place. And they have these try it classes where you can just take a single class and get the basic idea. And it's for I think it was 13 and up. I think 13 and 14 you have to have an adult or something there too. But I was like, I'm totally gonna take that class too. So like we took it last night and it was really fun. And it's so how you do it is there's a stationary torch that's mounted to a table. And you basically take glass rods and you're learning how to like heat the glass up and manipulate it, and then you put it on this metal rod that has a like a resist on it. You like treat the metal rod in order to so that you can like wrap glass onto this rod, and that's how you make the bead. But it's like having to get like the temperature right, and then you have to constantly keep spinning as you're like heating up the glass so that it doesn't just melt and drip onto the table. Like it's you're like using two hands because you have a rod of glass in one hand and like this metal rod in the other that you're putting that you are and you're spinning both, and it's just, yeah, it was fun. It is tricky, definitely takes patience, but it was fun. Like I'm having a hard time deciding the thickness. It was not like we do not have like perfectly round beads that like we could use for jewelry, but it was fun. Well, we could do like abstract beads for jewelry, basically, like wonky beads. So, but it was fun. I learned a lot. I never have ever, that's one thing, I've never worked with glass. I've done a lot of other art types, but I haven't done glass before. So it is, yeah. So it was fun for both of us. There was 8 people in a class, and we got, it wasn't super cheap. It was cheaper than, well, it would have been cheaper if I didn't do it, obviously. Hold on. This is kind of thin. We're gonna put it on this hand. And it keeps curling. Why is it doing that? Hold on, sorry, I can't talk. Obviously would have been cheaper without me taking the class too, but it was a fun, like, little activity for us to do together. Which I feel like as teenagers it's harder to find stuff that they want to do. That is a little wonky, but it's okay. It's like thinner on one end, and I stretched it so it got a little wonky, so my bad. But yeah, so I that's what we did last night. I did post pictures about the class a little bit, so that was kind of cool that we got, or I did to show the beads we made. I'm sure Chloe will find something cool to make with them. Some of them are cool that we could like wrap and hang with wire and do like a necklace or something. Making tiny beads was harder, so they're a little big for like earrings. Not all of them, but nothing matches because that's really hard. But we did both burn ourselves a little, so Koi wasn't a huge fan. Koi's not a huge fan of fire and heat and like the oven and stuff because they have been burnt a few times on various hot things. Ironically, light bulbs twice. Not ironically, but we like both of us touched the glass too soon, like after like we had set down the glass piece and tried to pick it up a little bit and like too soon so it was still hot. Nothing bad. Not a bad burn, but all right. Okay. All right, almost done. We'll do the red. There's not much, so I will just cut one piece. And then, hold on, it's not perfectly square or straight, so we're gonna do that. That might help. Maybe I should have done that with the blue. Okay. I hate throwing away these strips, but I don't know if I like saving them without the plastic on either because I definitely feel like it gets kind of gunky. That's okay. I don't actually have more of this strip, however. Oh, wait, how much do I have? I have a few, I guess. Oh, I lied. I must have... That was not straight. Son of a gun. We're gonna try on this side. Okay, stop. What am I doing? Okay, let's try this again. Oh, the other thing is, so like I said, we did glass, and then Koi's been working um on learning how to sew. So Koi, we have a sewing machine that used to be. We have a nice sewing machine because um Joe's mom used to be a quilter, and she had a decent sewing machine that like did embroidery, like a little bit of embroidery and stuff. You can program it, I guess, which we haven't learned how to do that yet, but it has that capabilities. But we got it out, and Joe, I could not remember, or actually I haven't looked. I was never into sewing or anything. So, but Joe knows how to sew. And got the machine out, taught Koi how to thread it and all the things. Is it called threading the bobbin? What's it called? Where you like, I don't know. I don't know all the terms either. Okay, this needs to just like cure like that, doesn't it? Because it's gonna like fall off. This little red strip's gonna fall off if I like try to clean it up too soon. Okay, so if you missed, I didn't even go over this, but yesterday, because I did a pre-test, so I just did this one finger, but the sets I used. So the hearts and these rainbows are from Heart of Pride, which is this year's Pride set. And then for the rainbow, the red is Angel, what's it called? Angel All Year. Angel All Year. The orange is Trick or Treat Yourself. The yellow is Mighty Hero. Green is Queen of Green. Blue is Cobalt Cascade. I always want to add an extra L to that word, like COLBALT, but it's CO. Cobalt Cascade. And the purple is 1 and 4. So, and I chose those specifically because they have they have the same glitter to them, like the same glitter finish, which is like that micro glitter. Yellow's the only one that has a little bit of extra glitter in it, but it's okay. And then, yeah, that's it. Oh, and I used the base as all, I want to say almond butter again, but it's, oh, I bent that. The base is Vanilla Romance, so, which I think I did say. Okay, that worked out pretty good, even with not lining it up perfect. Not like planning it out ahead of time. I think it does totally help to start in the middle though. So, and kind of eyeball how much space you have for each strip. So if you have shorter nail beds, shorter nails in general, you would probably need to have them touch or make thinner stripies. So, all right, I am almost done. Oopsie, I ripped that on my other nail. I'll have to find that. That works. Good enough. Where did that go? Here it is. Okay. All right. We are going to clean that up. I cannot wait to get top coats on these and get them all set and cured. All right. So that is, we have the red on this other side to clean up. I wanted to keep, maybe I'll just keep that under there for a while. That had less red on it than this one does, so only like half the strip is on the actual nail. But that's all right. I could just, my nails are just probably a little bit, I spaced out the strips a little bit different. All right, I think we are all basically cleaned up. So we have a lot going on here. Okay, so we did the horizontal Heart of Pride, and we did the glittery stripes, the little heart, and then the heart on the thumb here. So, all right, you guys have a great day or night. Happy Pride. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.